Well, that's annoying. That is super annoying. I'm actually kind of miffed. I ain't gonna lie. OBS crashed. It said warning encoding error and then just shut down. Thanks, OBS. Real cool. Oh, there's gonna be so many things I referenced I'm gonna be talking about now that I have to re-talk about. Yeah, let's finish it, shall we? So where we left off is, well, we got Noah's Ark here. You need a way to take out a... That was so loud.
Mist! Hier ist einer K.O. Hey! Pass auf! Mist! Hat einen! Feuer! Reicht! Du hättest jemanden treffen können durch die Deckung. Knallt ihn ab! Nimm die Waffe runter! Zeig ihm, was du drauf hast!
Alright, I guess we're going right into it. How did that not kill? Indy! Oh, that's... Where's my hat? It's so hard to see right now. It is so dark. Do we just go full hog here?
Munition ist alle. Ich bin dabei. Eindringling. Oh nein.
Who's this jabroni show? Oh, he had a shotgun. All right. Well, we're just gonna roll right into it here, huh? Ooh, he's gonna shoot me! No! No! Anyone else?
Sorry, not much to write home about.
Okay. That was so much more intense than I meant it to be. Holy cow. That was... It's also so dark. It is so dark. That is exactly how I fulfill a circle, Kaito. Dude, I've only had a couple moments in this game where I have had such brutal action off the rip. Massive spoilers, Kaito, because I don't know if you're ready to see here, but do you want to see something huge? Do you want to see something big? I'm gonna actually heal up first. I mean, it's not a train, it's a boat. There's a couple tractors down here too, but yeah, no, welcome in. Yeah! It's the Ark. It's Noah's boat. Also, yeah, no, I just fought like a small army of Nazis down here. We're very close, I feel, to beating the game. I killed everybody down here. So we're just in here now. See what happens when we go in the tent.
Lucas. I'm gonna get you out of this, pal.
I must admit, Dr. Jones, I was not expecting the Giants to attack.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Oh, good.
It gave me quite a headache.
What did you do to him?
Horse tranquilizer did the trick. Are you not impressed?
Thanks, Stream Elements.
You found the Ark of the Covenant, yes, but I found Noah's Ark.
What makes you think it's the real one?
Come on, Indiana. Please. Isn't it time we dispense with the pettiness already? Why don't you and I have a meeting of the minds instead? Something more befitting of this glorious historic moment we find ourselves in. What I'd like to do is put the guns down.
Go ahead. I'll knock your teeth out.
Fair warning. I have mastered the lethal Japanese hand-to-hand combat art of karate. Or I can just have my guard shoot you.
No, Voss actually wants to for
Tell me, Dr.
Nazi
Jones.
reasons.
What do you know about the myth of the Great Flood?
Oh, thanks. Another ad right off the rip.
There's thousands to choose from. You have the classic from the Hebrew Bible, the Sumerian creation myth, the Great Flood of the Chinese Ganyu, the Blood Deluge of Ymir, and of course, there's the numerous Greek myths. Well, the names of the survivors change. Noah, Pyrrha, and Deucalion.
They all point to the same real event. I will tell you everything I know. And after, we'll have ample time to knock each other's teeth out.
Floods have happened since the dawn of time. They're just stories.
Well, every good story is true in one way or another. And I know one you haven't heard of. Please come. Come
I will say this. I try not to talk during cutscenes for like obvious reasons, but like I absolutely love how they've written Voss here. I love how they've nailed this character
From an excavation
so
in
much.
Africa. It details the story of the flood myth and its connection to the Great Circle. The Metatron, the voice of God, was sent down to instruct a mortal man, let's call him Noah, to build a giant vessel. The Ark. The angel gave Noah 17 stones, all imbued with the power to fold the earth. Yes, 17 stones, 17 words. Each stone connected to one of the locations of the Great Circle. Noah used the stones to gather animals from around the world, and then, after the flood was over, to repopulate the earth. And the stones were left hidden at each of the Great Circle sites under the protection of this.
Oh yeah, no, we totally are learning a lot about Noah tonight.
Nephilim.
Yes, some legends blamed the flood on them, so they needed redemption. But over time, the stones were lost, stolen, forgotten. So the Giants formed an alliance with the Vatican to seek out and find the stones again. To keep them for men like us.
Men like you.
Tell me, Dr. Jones, where's Miss Lombardi?
Oh, she's gone. Long gone.
That is a shame. because I have something she would want to hear.
This is Laura Lombardi, aboard the SS Comet. Voss, if you hear this.
Oh, no.
The ship is stranded on a mountain. The captain wants me to perform the experiment again, to get us back to safety. But I refuse. I'd rather die with the stone than let you have it. I hope you burn it.
What a preposterous woman. And now she's dead. For what?
You will never understand.
Gina, what are you doing here?
Perdóname, Gina. Ti ho mentito.
Va all'inferno, Voss!
Je kunt niet reinkomen.
He's probably one of my favorite Indiana Jones villains right now.
Like a rat to a stinking piece of cheese.
Hat die Steine nicht.
Natürlich nicht. Das Mädchen hat sie. Your weakness for the fairer sex has caused you to make many questionable decisions.
Oh no, he's probably my favorite Indiana Jones villain by far.
Boss, listen to me. You're messing with powers beyond your control.
And it's like out of anyone, too.
You should know by now, Indiana Jones. I am always in control.
But no, like, he nails a lot of the, like, what makes a good Bond villain good. Or Bond villain good. Good grief, this isn't James Bond, this is Indiana Jones. He nails a lot of, like, what makes a Indiana Jones villain good. Campy, resourceful. Definitely a force to be reckoned with. Also, 30 FPS. Train! Look at all the trains! Also, welcome back. Slow cutscenes. Let's go. It is ridiculous. 4 trains. Excuse me. Oh, they put it out in the lake already. Uh-oh. Excuse me.
Gina.
Pardon me for
Oh,
interrupting
neither would I.
Little Turteltäubchen. But pay attention, Dr. Jones. You are about to witness history being made. Now, as your dear sister found out the hard way, using just a single stone is extremely unpredictable, completely useless for warfare. No. We need all the stones.
I will say, I'm actually also kind of glad that they didn't pansy out and not put swastikas in this game,
The
though.
last one.
Oh. He did have the last one, because it was still on the boat.
Inserting the stones into the wheel of the Ark and speaking the words in their correct order will grant me the power to travel to any location I want in an instant. The gift from God given unto Noah, and now given unto me.
Not given.
Imagine this gift in the hands of the mighty German Wehrmacht. A panzer division appearing out of nowhere in the middle of Times Square, Washington, D.C., or in front of your university. Your friends, your family, your entire nation would be groveling before our feet within a single day. When you write about this, Miss Lombardi, remember Emmerich Voss with 2 M's and 2 S's, like SS.
I'm very curious about something, though. I don't know if they're going to do it or not.
The Elf Admit. Ojelaim. Zohavnichim. Arolvim. Gilatzverim. Shirani.
Look at that doofus.
Moten Ijan.
Habek maga imbalim shava.
Gan Shural.
Anyway, I need to. That's fine. I hope you have a good night, Kaito.
Maga imbalim.
Avikruan. Imad Beirut.
Thank you.
Madayara. Dreamikme.
Boss! You have to stop!
Quiet!
You don't know what you're doing!
Of course I do.
Noah was chosen by God!
Seletrem. Radem Kaal.
Uh-oh.
Dovenaim.
Uh-oh.
Don't say the last...
Goyets.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Why are you laughing?
Uh-oh.
What did you think would happen?
Uh-oh. He got zapped.
What is happening?
What?
Do Lucas first.
You did this, Joe. You sabotaged my experiment.
No, boss! This is your own doing, not mine!
Lies! Everything was perfect. I'm going to kill you all.
Hurry!
I'm trying!
No, Logan, no!
You're not going anywhere.
This is a great ending to the game. You're gonna fist fight this Joker.
You will pay for this. This is your fault, Jones.
No one to blame but yourself!
The gift of God. My grasp. I know what it is. You couldn't let me out outshine you.
You're delusional.
This will be yet another failure. The great Indiana show. I play you like a cat playing with the little mouse.
Dude, it is so hard to tell when he's actually about to hit you or not.
The world. You're obsessed, Joe.
Oh, I dodged
You're a
that.
Nazi. Of course I'm gonna stop you.
I dodged that. I'm mad.
Hurry.
I'm trying!
All right, buddy, square up.
Anywhere.
What? That still hits that far away?
This is your fault, Jones.
No one to blame but yourself.
You will pay for this.
I punched out thousands of Nazis. You are no different.
You will not walk away from this. I know what to do. You couldn't let me outshine you.
You're delusional.
I understand. No one can protect you now. Who is delusional here, huh? You chase me around the world. You're obsessed, Jones.
You're a Nazi.
Dude, he's using my own bullwhip against me. F this Joker.
It's time. You admit. Indiana, I won.
Come on, Indy. Come on, Indy. We got this, buddy.
I want you, Indiana. I know karate. Just you and me, Jones. Here at the end of the world.
I can take
Can't save Miss Lombardi now, Dr. Jones. Bad luck.
This is so ridiculous. I love this.
Jones! Hang on!
Don't expect that.
You need to work on your.
Oh, I can block.
Unlucky hit.
Jones!
Had enough?
Удачи.
Come on, Locust. Come on, buddy. You got this, bud. Redemption. What is that, a wave? Yes. Yes, it is a wave. The fact that Locust is still alive through all the...
Away from there. Move. You must have caused this. Yes. Move away. I will not let a degenerated monster like you tell me what to do.
Uh-oh.
This is my. You were born. This is
Oh my word.
Indiana Jones. Focus. Off boat now. Jump.
Come on, Locust. Well, Indiana and Indian Jonathan and the Big Sphere is about to be over. Get your redemption, buddy. Get your redemption, Locust. You deserve it.
Lucas.
My mouth is still
think it's
just
okay.
gaping.
I honestly have no idea.
I think you proved he was worthy.
That was weird, Skip.
I guess this is goodbye.
Yeah. This is yours.
Laura's journal. Thank you.
Say, you wanna stick around for a little while? I got some friends. They could show us the sights.
There's a war coming. And I have a hell of a story to tell. And I think you will be too busy chasing the past.
I don't know. Think I could make room for other things?
Lovey. Not now. Too much is at stake. Adios, Rambo. Jones! when all of this is over. Maybe we can have that fancy dinner.
I like that.
Bravo. Peak. Well, they did the same thing that they did at the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark, the Last Crusade, which to me, I'm just like, yes. Oh, dude. All right. So we did only have like a half hour left from where we stopped last time. Me have a long finale? Nah. Me having a semi-long almost finale, but having to cut it short? Yes. Oh, man. This was such a good game. Oh, this was such a good game. It did have its moments where, like, the game did kind of bug out a little bit. You definitely need good hardware to play this game. I bet it would probably play better on Xbox, just like as is, without having to like worry about you know, the cutscenes skipping out and things like that. Because the main reason why, I mean, we'll get to that, because there is the DLC. I'm not sure when the DLC takes place in the story. Like, if it's supposed to be done, like, before you end the game, or, like, after you end the game, so we'll get there. We'll get there. But no, this game was so good. How long is this game in total? I mean, I would say maybe, like, 12 to 15 hours, depending on, like, how hard you want to try to, like, complete it. Because we've done... If I tap out, I'll end up like accidentally like muting the music. But we've done. Let me see here. I'll just look on my YouTube channel real quick. One, two. I mean, every stream we've done of Indiana Jones is around 2.5 hours, and we've done... Well, that one was like a 5-hour stream. But we've done... So the first one was 3.5 hours, so we did 3.5 hours plus 2, 15, 4.5. So yeah, I would say maybe on the high end 20 hours. But that's also like if you're taking your time, not trying to speed run it or anything like that. There's a lot in this game. That's also not including the other 2 parts that haven't been uploaded to my YouTube channel yet. But oh, Todd Howard even helped with the story? Dang. Okay, so it has the credits for the DLC as well. I haven't done the DLC yet, but yeah, we haven't. I didn't realize how close I was to finishing the game back when I stopped playing originally. I stopped playing originally, in part because of there were other games that I was wanting to play with friends. And then also, too, I really didn't want to deal with the giant-ass snake. I'll be honest. That snake... That snake. Ooh, the balls, that snake. But yeah, no, the game, yeah, probably about 20 hours in total. Fantastic game. Snake. Yeah, that fucking snake. A couple things I will say right off the rip. Fantastic cast. Okay. Me for real right now. The cast in this game was phenomenal. You had Troy Baker as Indiana Jones. Actually, no, I'm going to do Google search here. Let's see who all was in this. So, this was released in 2024. The cast, you had Troy Baker, who was Indiana Jones, which did a phenomenal job as like Harrison Ford being Indiana Jones. When I first saw the trailers for this game, I had no idea it wasn't Harrison Ford, or like them using like AI to like synthetically dub his voice into the game, like deepfake it, until they actually revealed in like one of the other trailers that they did for the game, where it's like, no, this is Troy Baker doing this, and it blew me away. Like I had a note on my on my phone app where it's like, it's Troy Baker? Like I like screamed it out. But no, like the voice cast is phenomenal. You got Troy Baker, Sandra Mastrononi. I don't know how to say. I'm terrible at enunciating names. Like even Emmerich Voss. Pastries does he make? I'm assuming donuts and croissants. But no, like Tony Todd, he was also in this. He was Locus, which, it makes so much sense now. Which sucks. He passed before seeing this. Like he also was the body for Locus too, which is also kind of tragic. So like this is one of Tony Todd's last roles he did for passing. Well, I should say last, because like he's done some other stuff where he's like post-mortem things. He passed away when he was 69, so rest in peace, Todd, Tony Todd. You had, let's see who else you had here. You had Marios Gevris. He did a fantastic Todd. Like, here you go, right here. We were just scrolling through all the voice actors right here. Oh man, that hurts. This was one of his last roles. Oh, it bites. But no, like it was such a good game. The voice acting was phenomenal. The gameplay was very fun. It had that kind of like approach it how you want kind of mentality to it. There are some other things though where it's like I do have issues with it, but I think it's just because it's like this kind of a game you're gonna have issues with in some regard to like here's a perfect example, right? Like realistically, outside of just self-restraint, what is stopping me from just going ham in the Vatican and taking out all the fascists, right? Like what's stopping me from doing it, right? There was no like punishment for getting detected outside of just maybe getting overwhelmed. But like even in moments where I got overwhelmed in this game in different areas, like I was still able to punch my way out, you know? The boss fights were a little touch and go. We didn't do many of them realistically looking back on it. But like the ones that were, some of them got so trivialized because it's like, oh, I have a gun. And this dude relies on having to get close to me to do anything, so I can just gun him down. There are some, though, where it was like the gun didn't do anything to it, like the snake. The gun did nothing to the snake. You had to use the tridents. Which that was also a cool mechanic they introduced late in the game that I wasn't anticipating to have anything come of it. Like, using the tridents to, like, throw into the giant mushrooms to, like, be able to, like, make a ability to like clear a gap with your bullwhip. That was really cool. I love how they took the first scene of Raiders of the Lost Ark, you know, where he's going through the jungle. That's the in-game tutorial, which was so cool. I loved that. And then a lot of the stuff you see Indiana Jones do in that cutscene or in that part of the game, is also used as gameplay mechanics. Like, you know, you use the bullwhip to, like, in combat, you can, like, grab people, bring them close to you, throttle them. We didn't really do much of that because we tried to, like, kind of not go full ham. You know, we didn't go hard as motherfuckers at some points. Well, thank you for the pop-in and the lurkin', Vizzy. It is always good to see you. Thank you so much for stopping by. We just finished, so we're kind of yapping about it right now, but I do hope you're doing well today. So I'm just giving some of my closing thoughts as we got the credits rolling here. But no, like, I was sold on this game the moment I realized that the people that they got to voice act for this were doing such a good job emulating and being the voices of the characters in this game. Like, again, like Marcus Brody's voice actor, again, would have had no idea that wasn't like his original actor had I not known, or like was not asked about, right? And just so many things that they did in this game that, like, you can only really express in the medium of a game versus a movie, because with the art of, like, trying to convert a game into a movie, it is so hard to get that feeling right, because, you know, like, you gotta still sell the experience as the character in the movie, right? So to see them do that in reverse here, where you still feel like Indiana Jones, not just a character that's heavily inspired by Indiana Jones, right? Like, throughout this game, you felt like you were Indy because of the decisions you can make, the ways that you could attack certain objectives. You were given kind of like free reign to do what you wanted to do. So there was a lot of cool moments that stemmed from that, because it allowed you to kind of like think like how Indy would, or just take your own approach. Like, you know, Indiana Jones probably wouldn't do a shootout in the middle of a Nazi camp to go into the tent to get to the Ark. He probably would have just snuck around. But I tried sneaking around, got captured, and said, well, here we go. So I started blasting. And then it's like, you know, it's cool that you have those options still, and it still feels like they're things that would totally fit in with how Indiana Jones would tackle something. Like the costume changes, those are heavily inspired by a lot from the first movie, because there's many times in the first movie where he's in different outfits to get around. Like, I don't know if you guys have watched Raiders of the Lost Ark recently, but, like, you know, in the movie he's in his regular garb, he gets a worker's garb to figure out where the actual location of the Ark is, and things like that. So, like, you see him go through these different costume changes. Controller disconnected. Oh, controller died. Oh no. There we go. But, like, to go through and see, like, the different aspects of the game, or the movies put into the games and make sense, feels great. This game has a little bit of everything for people. The boss, I mean, I get hung up on boss fights a lot because of just the nature of, like, how some of them can be. There's always a caveat of, like, a boss feeling too bullet spongy, or, like, a boss not feeling right, or unbalanced, or whatever have you. But in a game like this, the bosses, for the most part, felt pretty good when you would fight them. A couple of the fights that stick out noticeably, where they felt great, were like, it felt good finally fighting Voss, and seeing how over the top he was as a boss fight was still great, even though it is just something stupid like, I know karate. And then he's just doing these really stupid poses as he's coming at you. I will say this, though. Some of the fights did feel a little janky, but I think that's because of, like, I had the FOV set to at the highest setting versus being probably what the game was originally designed around. So, like, especially in that final fight with Voss, it's like, dude, you didn't connect with me. What are you doing? And some of the pit fights too, where you'd fight the fascists or the Nazis in the rings. You know, some of those fights were like, that doesn't feel anywhere close to how that connecting, or like I should have dodged that. Even when fighting Locust, a couple times we had to fight him, there are moments where it's like, okay, no, I need to make sure I'm further back. I don't need to be right up on top of them to make my fists connect. I just need to, just keep my distance. And there were moments too where the game did get a little frustrating because of like just some of how the game was designed, right? Like it's obviously trying to still be open world, but then also still have you follow in your story. So like each section that you go to had a lot going on. But then it was also like, well, we can't just let the player knock out every enemy and then come back to nothing. So, like, knocking out the entire camp of Nazis in Egypt, only to, like, leave the area and come back and them all being upright again and having no memory of you thoroughly thrashing their asses, did feel a little weird. But again, that's just, you chalk that up to gameplay, so I'm not really dinging the game for that. I will say, there are some things in this game, and this is purely just from, like, my perspective of it. That's like, okay, my suspension, like, for most cases in Indiana Jones's stuff, and I'm mostly referencing the movies here because I haven't watched, like, Young Indiana Jones. I haven't read any of the books. I haven't read any of the, I don't even know if they did comics. But, like, I didn't play any other Indiana Jones game. This is my first Indiana Jones game, and this bar is so incredibly set high from this. I don't know if I could go back and play any of the older games. But in most of the Indiana Jones movies, more or less everything is believable until one fantastical thing happens. And this game kind of goes around that fantastical lens pretty early on, because at first it's like, I mean, I say pretty early on, it was towards the last third of the game, really, where we dealt with like our first otherworldly thing, like a giant snake. A giant snake existing in this in a believable sense is kind of a little crazy, but I also know part of it is because of like, it's video game, so it's gonna be a little out there as far as oh, they actually had somebody do the whip cracks. That's cool. I thought they were just like generated. It's very nice. So like having that be in the game still kind of feels like it belongs, because yeah, like of course it's a game, we're gonna have something a little crazy here. But then to not have, because like in typical Indiana Jones movie fashion, right? Like Temple of Doom is probably the only one that's a little different, because it's pretty close to the end where we start getting introduced to the more fantastical elements, like the Kali Ma, and like the whole ripping heart from chest, and then the voodoo stuff, which doesn't fit at all for that culture, by the way. So like that, all that stuff being like real and possible in this world, that was the earliest in any of the movies where that was like kind of true. Like Raiders of the Lost Ark, it wasn't until the end where it got fantastical in the sense of like, oh yeah, no, this is otherworldly, this is divine from heaven, and yeah, you're gonna get your face melted off by angels now, bye. So having the snake in this game was a little jarring in that aspect, but overall, given what this game was covering, totally fair to have a giant-ass snake in this game. I just hated it. I hated that snake. It made me very uncomfortable, but we got through it. We kicked its ass, and then we helped Locust kill it, which that was freaking sick, by the way, might I add. That was dope. I will say the one thing I do wish that they kind of got to do more, and that it might be handled in the DLC. We'll see when we get there. Is I do wish we got to deal with other Nephilim. We got to see other like not trying to like because I just spent like 5 minutes racking on the giant snake, but it would have been cool to see more mythological influence in things like the demons in the jungle, or like the Egyptian dealing with like Egyptian god stuff in Egypt, and like, you know, I mean, we really didn't have anything to deal with in like the Vatican outside of like just the Order of the Nephilim and like going through and getting to the secret vaults, which was cool, but like it would have been cool to have more mythical significance, you know, which, or theology, you know, stuff like that. It would have been cool to see, but at the same time, I'm also kind of glad they had some restraint, because it definitely would have like lost the plot, because a lot of Indiana Jones is still kind of based in a semi-quasi reality, right? Like this is meant to be this action adventure epic where, for the most part, yeah, nothing ever fantastical really happens until something crazy does. And it's like, so it's like kind of cool that they were still able to have that like level of restraint with it, while still adding just enough in to make it just fantastical enough, you know. And there are some things too where it's like it's definitely just video game logic. Like I brought up the whole world repopulating and stuff like that after you clear out a camp of Nazis, for example. But other than that, gameplay mechanics. I do like the food system. You know, having 2 different types of food that help you in gameplay. Like the breads, your baked goods being like your heartiness, and then like your fruit being like your energy. Having 2 different systems like that was really cool. I felt like it was a good way to balance out the gameplay. It never felt like you needed a gun in this game, which is nice. Because, like, even though the guns are absolutely powerful in this game, they never felt like you needed to, like, have a gun to handle encounters. It definitely helped. Like, especially when you're in the destroyer, the Nazi battleship. When you're in the later parts of the game where you are dealing with the Nazis more directly, when you don't have like your costume and you're in a shootout, the guns felt just powerful enough, but it also kind of had that sense of like, I'm gonna say realism, even though I don't mean it to be realism, but it's like you could tell that Indy didn't have ammo on him besides like for his revolver or whatever gun his costume had. So like it made sense to like only have the 1 magazine in guns versus like being able to reload them, because it's like, why would Indy have the... No, they are actually really long, but I think it's because they also have like a lot of the credits here are like also for people in Bethesda on top of the people in Machine Gun Games and all the other stuff. Like they did apparently, I mean, this is a lot. I mean, the credits have been rolling now for like what, 12, 15 minutes? I'm not opposed to it. I like my developers getting the recognition they deserve. And it's also nice for me because it allows me to yap so we don't have a very, very short end game sequence for this game. But I mean, yeah, it's not as engaging as like having like the actual gameplay and talking over it. But the guns definitely were fun. I definitely like being able to like literally just doom guy my way through some parts by just like taking out a dude, picking up his gun, using it, flipping the gun around so I can beat somebody over the head with it. There was a lot that I really enjoyed in this game. Like I liked how the bullwhip was also used in combat, because you could use it to like disarm people, you could use it to like grapple larger people. You could use it to, you know, move around. Like even in close range, you can use it to like quickly just disorient an enemy, break their block. The combat system, the only thing I don't feel like I really liked about it, looking back and like thinking about how I fought things, a lot of it was just right hook, right hook, right hook. You know, I was just doing right hooks the entire time. But I think that's because it's like there's not an emphasis on using both triggers, if that makes sense. Like, yeah, you use both triggers when handling a gun, but like otherwise you're not really needing to use both triggers in regular combat. Like, if you're trying to do stealth stuff, and I only did it like twice in this game. But if you throw like a glass bottle, it alerts everyone. And because of how their AI works, you alert everyone, and they happen to see you, it's freaking on. So like, even if it's a dude you didn't realize was within earshot, is close enough behind you where you throw a bottle, they go aggro. It's like, dude, no, they know you're there now. So that was kind of a detriment, and that really kept me from like utilizing that in like stealth, because it's like, well, it's better just not to be noticed and versus getting everyone on alert because I shattered a glass bottle, you know? I will say though, I wish I had a chance to do it, but like the combat potential of being able to throw things though was great. Like when my first playthrough, I would pick up like glass bottles, like whip them at people, then like close the gap as they got hit by the bottle, and then just punch their lights out. But no, the combat did, despite it feeling slightly janky, I think that's just user error more so than like gameplay design. Because it's like there are clearly things in the game that like encourage you to use, you know, your left and right arms in combat, but I'm just so like herder. Just spam right hook. I only really spammed right hook. And I like throw out a whip when I didn't need to and things like that, but there are definitely a lot of things that this game did great though. Solid recommendation on my behalf. If I was to give this a number out of 10, I would say it's an... I would say it's like an 8.5 out of 10, 8.9, maybe 9 out of 10. Because the issues that I have with it just stem from the fact it's like, even though we went to different locations, we were still doing basically the same thing in each of those locations, right? The only times where we weren't doing the same thing in some of those locations were because it was meant to be like a transition between them, right? Like when we go to the Himalayas, that's honestly just meant to be like a transition in the story to like get to something before the Nazis do. And then when we end up in Shanghai, same reason. And then obviously in Iraq, where the game ends at, you know, those locations, while they are meant to be transitory, like it's an in-between place, it does kind of have the feeling of they just copy and pasted the same thing over into this. I don't know if there's an alternate ending, so I'll look that up once we're done here. If there is one, I'll put it up on screen so you guys can see it too. But like every location, you have your collectibles, your field notes, your ancient relics, and then medicine. That's the same throughout every location. Every major location you go to, you do that. Which, story-wise, makes sense because it's like it's meant to like link every site together. Like the ancient relics being in the Vatican. Some of the puzzles, and this is just because I'm stupid, like your boy ain't smart. Some of the puzzles did leave a bit to be desired because you want to be able to have it where it's like a puzzle feels satisfying to complete. And the prize is that a lot of these puzzles were really, really good. Like the different combat upgrades you could get through through them were nice. I don't remember all of them off the top of my head, but like I do like the reward being something like that, where it's like not necessarily needed, but very much appreciated. And the controller disconnected again. So it's been at least 20 minutes. These credits have been. I'm just gonna talk until I run out of things to do, then we can close the credits, but the puzzles, some of them were just like a little annoying. The one puzzle I do think that was actually kind of cool was the game puzzle where you had to like capture the pieces and things like that. That was kind of cool how they had that incorporate into the main part of the story with like trying to figure out the secrets of that pyramid. Because at first if you're just going through the game to go through the story stuff, you would have never stumbled across that puzzle that taught you how to play that game. So if you didn't know how that game was played, when you got to that part, you would have been like, where did they pull this from? So that was a really cool thing that they did. I'm still mad, though, because it's like, I still don't understand why I got the numbers wrong, even though their places were right, but I think it's just chalked up to, like, again, user error versus, like, puzzle error. There were some that were just really annoying to try to figure out, like, okay, what am I supposed to do here? Where's this thing at? And a lot of it was also just chalked up to gamer needs yellow paint. Which I'm fine without having yellow paint, but there were a couple things, like when we were in Egypt, where I would have to look up something because I'm like, all right, what the heck am I doing here? Like, I didn't understand what I was trying to do with clues that were given to me. A great example of that, too, it didn't really affect us in this playthrough because I had already done this part, but when you're trying to code break into the captain's quarters, I had spent so long trying to figure out what I was supposed to do, because I was like, surely there's a way to roll this up so you can get the code that you need so you can get the proper numbers for it. When in reality, all that I was realistically needing to do was just go from Yorm back to whatever that code was on the paper. Another one that did that too that got me was the one in the Vatican, that chest. That one got me because I didn't realize that the code was given on the wrong date, and you had to like go and like actually find the right date according to like what the code would have been for the date it was made. Because it said like, oh, this was made on the 15th, but it was delivered on the 20th, so everybody's like, oh, it should be the code for the 20th. And I was sitting there like, no, that doesn't make sense. It should be for a different day then, if that's the case. And I just didn't go far enough back in days to match it to the right date, you know? You know, so there were some puzzles like that. And then there were others where it's just like, it didn't feel good solving them because of just a user, you know, like the user error part of it. And then there's some that felt really freaking satisfying to do first try because you're just like, oh my word, I get it. I feel so smart. Like the first time I was going through the Vatican and doing the one puzzle where you're trying to get through the Christ crucifixion. The first time I did that, I didn't even realize the numbers were important. I just was like, oh, I need to know what order these all go in. So I didn't even realize when I first went through that part that you were supposed to pour the wine to reveal the number. I was just like, oh, well, I mean, hands had to get done first, and then the stabbing had to be at the end because that was when they were checking to see if he was dead. But yeah. And then, like, once I found out, oh, I'm supposed to actually, like, pour the wine in there, the first playthrough, I was like, oh, okay. I didn't realize that. I thought I used up the wine, so I was also then looking for another liquid, and it's like, oh, no, I have the wine still. Yeah, other than that the characters, too, in this game felt really genuine as to, like, what they were for the game. With only two exceptions, realistically, because only one felt kind of ham-fisted. And it's not because she was ham-fisted, but because it's like, I really don't know how to describe it, but like the rebels in Sukhothai in the jungle part of the game, they felt a little shoehorned in, but I think that was because they primarily needed some reason to have combat still going on for you, and like some reason for you to kind of be stealthy and sneaky and like trying to blend in, without it just being like just a transitional area, because it easily could have been. I do love that it was all on boat, though. I thought that was really, really sweet. But it's also one of those things, too, where it's like, well, was it needed to always be by boat, or could we have swam around? You know, what was in the water? The fact that they made a water monster to actually feel like a proper water monster while still being somewhat realistic is also really, really funny to me, because, like, the giant leeches part, which the only gameplay bearing they had on it at all was just the fact that they were just there to be the water monster, which in my opinion was great. I did get a chuckle out of that. internally. I don't remember. I remember being skeeved out by them. I hate leeches. But like, no, there's just so much of this game that's just really, really good. The characters, with a handful of exemptions, not being too good in my opinion, but I think that's just because it's like they felt put into the plot just for the sake of like, oh, we need combat to still happen here, so why not do this? But like the characters in the Vatican, like Antonio, what was that dude's name? Father. Ventura's character felt pretty good. Like it felt like it fit. It was really funny seeing Mussolini in this game. I will give them props for that. I feel like they handled that pretty well. Emmerich Voss, by far my favorite Indiana Jones villain, I think, to date. I think he is my favorite one. Which is also really funny because he's not much different in essence to like Rene Block from Raiders of the Lost Ark. He's not different from like Donovan in Last Crusade. The only one you got the Temple of Doom. What were they called? Oh, what were their? I just watched this. Do you ever have it where like your brain tries to give you a word for something and then you just don't remember what that word is? What were they called? What were they called in Temple of Doom? The something Uti. Hold on. I'm just gonna search it because I'm gonna drive myself up a wall trying to remember what it was. Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. Thuggy. That's what they're called, the Thuggies, which is also really funny too because it's just like Thuggy as in like thug as in like villain. So that was pretty funny to me realizing that. But no, like that guy, the Thuggy priest, is, I mean, he's just a fun campy villain. That's all he's supposed to be. But like as far as fun campy villains go, Voss was the best in my opinion. Because he still had a presence and it was also like a good, like even though they did the whole like dark mirror archaeologist thing with like Renee and Raiders, I feel like Voss embodied it more because he had more of a direct competition to Indy in this thing, given like how many times he like purposely sought after the reporter that was like after Indiana Jones. He like made Indiana Jones his guy to beat. And that's pretty cool in my opinion that they were able to do that because like Renee always didn't feel like he was trying to best Indiana Jones. He was just better. He wasn't better than Indiana Jones. He just let Indiana Jones do the hard work and then he would steal his work, right? Whereas Voss was like actively seeking to be a better archaeologist than Indiana Jones. And then to have that payoff of him, you know, for himself being the one to figure out like this is all tied to the Great Circle. This is how, you know, this is why this is all actually real. And then the realization on top of it that the Vatican was teaming up with the Nephilim to keep the Great Circle hidden because what it could do. And then like the realization that yes, actually because there's always the twist with in a lot of like Indiana Jones, like the thing that the people are after end up being like what leads to their downfall. Like the priest wanting Thuggy to come back, you know, the Thuggy cult to come back to take over the world, and then it's like the stone is what leads to him dying. The the greatest archaeological find being the Ark of the Covenant, and then like the Nazis and everybody else being cooked by we have no more music right now, by the way. These credits are long. Um, shoot, the credits have been going on longer than we played the game for at this point. Good grief. But yeah, like the arc being the thing that does in the Nazis and Renee, the the sacred stones being the thing that leads the thuggy cult priest to his death. Um, the Holy Grail being what does Donovan in the end. And then in this game, having it be the rocks, the stones being the thing that do boss in. And it's one of those things too where it's like it still feels accurate to what what happens in an Indiana Jones thing, because it's usually where the person has the power when Indy like pieces it together like, oh no, this is actually gonna happen and this is really bad. We need to stop this. So having that still be like the central throughput trope of the villain gets the thing, they do the thing ends up turning bad, the thing ends up leading to the villain dying. Like, and then also having a really just terrible death for a character like Voss getting impaled by energy and burnt alive from it was a pretty good touch. I do like it that's kind of like how he goes out. Like, we don't kill him. The arc, the actual Noah's boat, the Great Circle is what kills him, and the teleportation power that he so sought. And then like it is also one of those things too that's nice where it's like the Nephilim Order were purposely trying to keep the stones out of the hands of people that would want to find them because they didn't want the people to, oops, we flooded the earth again, because that's what Mettaton was saying. And so, like, to have it where it was a matter of, that kind of importance to handle it. Because, like, even in, like, the Dial of Destiny, they kind of have the whole twist thing that the villains were after being being the thing that does them in was also really, really good, too. I'm not going to, like, dive into what happens in the Dial of Destiny if you haven't watched it, but basically, aw. Very special thanks, Harrison Ford, Steven Spielberg, George Lucas. Man, the 80s were such a different time for movies. I miss them. I miss those classic movies. I need to own those on DVD, honestly. But that, my friends, I believe, with this being... Oh? This completes the main story of Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. That doesn't mean the journey is over. All locations can be visited to complete any other unfinished field, though. Click every last one of the note, and items to be found or just taken sites of the world. Or relive the adventure in New Game Plus. This mode allows you to replay the game from the beginning while retaining all abilities and all their process. That is so cool. So they do have a New Game Plus here. Oh. Gentlemen, I believe we have more we can do in this game. We have 21. That's a lot of space to fill up. Okay. Well, this honestly is a little bit of a surprise. And a welcome one to be sure, but... There's more in Denial, Josh, yeah. Not sure how much more, but apparently we're gonna need all these to open this up. Well, this is cool. So it looks like there is something more I could go do. Keyboard cat? Rest in peace, keyboard cat. You were very loved. Also kind of interesting too, because it's like I don't know if there is a particular pattern you're supposed to put these in to open up everything, but I'm assuming you just need them all to do it. We're about out. I got one more. Alright. So my guess is you fill this out, it opens up into something. I don't know what that something is, but I guess that would be what you do here. But no, I think we'll save that if we want to come back and do this. No, so yeah, we are not going to let me climb up that. That's fair. Man, what a game, though. What an absolute game. So we got... I do want to see how that would work if we go back to a location. So let me do that real quick. No, this... I'm so glad I got to play this game live. See, if we go travels... we can go back to... all these different locations. So, like, if we were to go back here... unsaved progress would be lost. Accept. I just want to see how this looks. What's this back here? So if we check our map out, items and abilities carry over when revisiting locations. Use them to uncover any remaining. Your revisit progress is always saved when the save icon appears on the screen or when you go to revisit checkpoint marked by the blue suitcase icon on the map. Okay. So like if we were to go to the feet. Those are the ancients. Find the ancient relics. So if we do this one, saying there's those two locations. So let's see if we can't get those. Which also means then we go to remedy for all, which we did do the remedy for all here. And that also means too, by essence of what that dictates is like I can go. Suspected of communist propaganda. Do not open without further approval from Father Ventura. Take advantage of ancient sermon.
I'm sure it's just letting the black shirts do whatever they want.
Yeah, so we got... oh. Yeah, so this is cool. So what also is nice about this then too is got max food, huh? So we can go do some of these other things that we missed out on because you know we have the ability to now. It's cool. I like that. Makes me wonder then.
Buona giornata, padre.
Let's see if we can't figure out where those other two things were at, yeah? I'm going the wrong way. Always do that here. But yeah, no, I mean, this game has been great. Definitely one of my favorite games that have come out in recent history. I'm so glad I got to play it live. I'm glad you guys enjoyed watching it too. Also just nice too having like a fun little romp in a game like this. I don't get to play games like this very often, so it's nice to have this. So if I'm reading the map, so that relic is down there. Is this open for me to just go into again? Is. If we're gonna look real quick, right? There. See if we can get to that one. Is it down in there? It is. It's just down in this stuff. Huh.
Who made this?
Okay, so how do we get back up out of here? Oh, that's how. Just look in the right spot, stupid. Okay. Let's cross away from here. Saying in here, which means I either forgot to grab it when I was in here the first time, or on language book. That's actually kind of cool too. That allows you to like go back and do these things. What's in here? We missed a letter here.
Secret agency tried to stop Ventura. So strange.
Paper.
Quite the collection.
There we go. So now we've done everything here, right? There's another note. Document. Cat
Always
mummy.
thought it was a damn shame what happened to Andres.
You want new dice? Have you tried blowing on them? So now, it's artifacts. If we can't get back up there. Does you want new die? mean, if you want to die, don't know what to say, bud. I only got the one set. Sorry. No. But no, this game just had so much sauce. I really do. My dealer said these ones are weighted. Who's your dealer? What do they know? Eleven's not too bad. He lied. Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, game had a lot of cool stuff in it. Very happy that I got to play it. I'm not gonna lie. I love this game. Was so much fun. But yeah, no, that also means though too is we do have more we can do here because there's obviously more things we can go explore. We can go do etc. etc. So I am very curious to see like what all this will end up leading to, especially that vault. I do want to figure out what's in that vault. Like, and there's so many other things too we haven't even like experimented with in this game, right? Like we don't have we never really used any of the repair kits. I feel like out of all the things in this game that like should have been utilized more, the repair kits felt the least utilized. It's not necessarily a bad thing, it's just a note because it's like, well, there's just so many items you get around where you can just like pick up and use and not have to worry about like mending it because they're just everywhere, you know? So really cool to see that. I mean, I wish I would have got to use it more, obviously. Oh, card depicting the chariot.
A chariot drawn by a black and white sphinx.
Ooh. Yeah, we need to go to that area, which is restricted. Is it silver? I mean, it was black. It was drawn by a black and white sphinx, so maybe it could be. Silver Chariot. I do love Silver Chariot Requiem's design, though.
Ehi, compare, come va?
Yeah, no. We're gonna try to do... We're gonna... I don't think we'll get the Serpent's box done, but I do want to try to get that item. It's down there. You know, really, this game is great. Highly recommend it. What is down here a ways, huh? Remember this thing? Ow. See here, so we need to go down, right? Yeah, so that piece is over here. Makes me wonder. Back in the catacombs. Some of these antechambers. Oh no, the store's shut.
That worked.
Right here. Oh. Gotta crawl. I find it funny in Jotaro's, they centered Jotaro smoking only because it was illegal for a 17-year-old to do it to that. The key if it might have been. Excuse me. You want to see what this is all about. It's down below in here, huh? I don't think they'll get mad about me splashing in the water, do you? Well, this is cool. Ancient Vatican key. One of the 3 ancient keys scattered across the globe. Well, what do you know? Yeah, so there was no other way to get up there unless you had the rebreather. That's cool. We got one of the ancient keys now. Let's see here. Field notes. Only missing 2 of these, dang. Yeah, we got the key already. Huh. How about that? There's a save point, so let's go travels. So here, summary, we are only 20% done with discoveries. Let's go to... So we need 3 more medicines here yet. Giza. Thank you, Boone. Thank you for stopping by, buddy. Hope your D&D session's going well. We finished the game, by the way. Fantastic. Highly recommend. We're just doing some of like the post-game stuff. Because there's things that we can do yet that I haven't got to. So I'm really looking forward to figuring out what some of these are. But we're probably going to wrap it up here before too long anyways, because... Yeah, so like Soup Dog joined in last 5 minutes of the cutscene. We were literally a half hour from beating the game originally. I had to stop for the night. Yeah. But I highly recommend this game. I think Voss is my favorite Indiana Jones villain. I almost did the James Bond thing again.
Good wares, the best in the market.
We also will need to go do these, so I think we'll do... Try to get that puzzle piece. The key. Green. If Kaito was still here. No, this game was fantastic. Sincerely, a fantastic game.
اللي هنا حد يلاقي المفتاح ويفتح الباب. انا اتحبست جوه وانا بشيل حاجه العسكري من الحساس.
But yeah, like, the only gripes I have with this game are probably the gripes that everyone had with this game. No, fantastic game. Highly recommend.
انت صاحب اوان. تعال لو تكرمت. تعال يمكن ده يفيدك. خلي بالك من القادة.
شكرا.
Oh, nice. Makes me wonder then. Because my assumption is then is that like this piece is in a spot where we need the rebreather to get to. Looks like it might be. Because we need to go.
Ich sollte mir diesen Soldaten mal ansehen.
He's gonna see through my disguise.
Ein Genie der Wüste. Wer glaubt denn an sowas?
Saying it's in here.
Heil Hitler.
No. I mean, it's in all fairness, it is okay to be at a loss for words.
Hi Hitler.
Why do these people keep wanting to say that to me? Like they're Nazis or something. Want to talk though? I mean, that is okay. That is an okay want. Has to be a way back up there, right?
Geht's gut, Soldat?
Okay. Bandage.
Guten Tag, Soldat.
Yeah. So do I need to go another way? That's fine. You figure out how the other way is that I'm supposed to go. Okay, the game doesn't want me to just clamber over that. That's fine. I will concede, game. How else? Oh, you know, this way. Durr. There is one complaint I have about some of the gameplay stuff here, though. Uh-oh. Metal Gear. There we go. What? It says I'm right above it. Did I miss where I'm supposed to swim at underneath here? Let me see if I can't figure this out. You know, maybe it's through the other side. Air.
Yo, guys, it's me, Charlie. Hey, did that guy just turn into sand?
Yeah, what was that?
It's also really funny how bright it is under the water. Key's a key. I'm here though. I probably should do. We got 3 more medicines we can try to grab up too. Might do that as well. Who need to use the restroom? While I'm here. So it might be out here. I fell down that spot again. Oh, I gotta go like this. You gotta go around. Got another little shootout in this part too. Secret pound.
Beautiful.
Anything else in here? I have a tan. Really wish we could just break down those doors. Oh. Hey, buddy. I guess that would be the other way in there. Okay. Really fun too. We got to electrocute some Nazis there. Always a good time. Yeah, I think what we can do here is we could try to get the last little bits of the medicine we need. So let's see here. Where is no more select remedy for all? There is a medicine right up here. Okay. We might have a shootout here. There is a captain up there. I think there's still a captain up there. Yep, he's right there.
Schauen wir mal, wo dieser Soldat... Diesen Soldaten habe ich noch nie gesehen. Ich werde mal die Personalien feststellen.
Damn it. He's on to me.
Attention, unfortunately, due to malfunction.
Idiots. Managed to flood a tomb in the desert.
Wait, isn't the other medicines up here? Oh, it's up. Okay. That's easy enough. Gotta go back down. But yeah, now that we're also done with the game, like, all we got left to do is kind of like the new game plus stuff, or like the new game plus stuff, the like all the other secrets that we can go do. Wait. What's up there? How do we get up there? We gotta go on top of the elevator to get there? Surely. Alright, I figured it out. Wait for it. Look at us solving secrets. But how do we get down? Maybe we can just like prevents us from doing that. I guess we can just drop down. Nice. There's one. Let's go to this other one over here. But no, there is something to say though about like the costumes feeling a little too strong, because it's like in costume I can just go. You know, I don't have to like try to hide or anything. I just have to avoid a captain, which is pretty easy. Like I can even do this in front of a Nazi, right? This isn't a gameplay critique so much as it's just like no, it makes sense that we have to have some way to kind of like trivialize some of the dumb things in this game, right? Grabbing this medicine's gonna cause a fight, right? Oh. Just that easy. So we got one last medicine to get, and it's in the main Nazi camp. Here. No, really, I do really enjoy this game. I think this is something special. This is one of those games where it's like, if you definitely are looking for a game to play, this is one of your best bets for a game to play right now. It's very fun. There's a lot to do. It's got New Game Plus, which also is kind of nice because it allows you to experience the full story in a way where you're not limited to like having to do the whole thing over again. You can just start from where you're at, so you can like go back and like catch the things you missed. You know, like go through these different areas again with like the understanding that you know what you're doing. Yeah. Pull up on bread. You know, this game has a lot of fun stuff like that. Got trains, always a good thing when a game has trains. It has a lot of different ouch. It has a lot of different combat areas in it. You know, if you want to go hog wild, you can. There are some things where it's like a little annoying, and this is going to sound bad, but like in this, I'm reminded of it because I'm near it. But there's that camp over there that had like the wild dogs. You can't put the dogs down. Like, you can only scare them away with your whip. Which, in hindsight, isn't technically a bad thing. But is one of those things that kind of is just a little bit annoying, because it's like, well, I should be able to, like, you know, deal with them permanently. And it's like, well, yeah, you do eventually deal with them permanently, because you can just, like, you know, once you do the thing there, they despawn, so let's see. Oh, that's right. I got the Warmatch key now. Duh. Ready for all. That should be all the medicine done in every area now, too. Means we should be at max health and max umbrella. Can't just go out that way. No, it's cool that we have all these things that we can like go back and do, and you're not punished for missing anything, which is incredibly nice. I'm gonna be honest, I do love that a lot. I'm not punished for missing something in the main game because I can go back and get it not only at any time in the story, like we're able to right now, like also through just like doing the new game plus. So like you can replay the story and also get things you miss, and you don't have to just do that to get the things you missed, you know. So nice. It's very nice. You know, like it's also cool going through the set piece again. And like this part right here when you ran through the tunnels to like get away from the Nazis when you first escape out of here. It's pretty cool. Very fun little segment. And like say what you will, but no, this game is definitely worth the time that I've put into it. As I said, like dang near 9 out of 10 game, 8.5 on the low end. Where there are some things I wish you could do differently, obviously, like the whole there are some things I wish that were different. But is what it is at the end of the day. I still need to figure out where that key is. I have an idea where it is, but I don't know if it's there. Let's go to workers area. Just fast travel there. But yeah, no, this game, solid game. Recommend it if you're a fan of Indiana Jones, if you're a fan of action adventure games. Got a lot. It's got a lot here for you, so worth the pickup, worth the playthrough. And we're about to get the last upgrade that we missed out on because we didn't have all the medicine. That's because I just didn't take the time to get it all. There is doctors. Here it is.
Mr. Jones.
Medicine for your patients.
I don't know what to say. Thank you. Shukran, Gazilan.
There we go. With that.
The Germans have been pushing the laborers too hard. Especially on a hot day like this.
We now have the full health bar. My guess is that we get the last, like, true health upgrade once we do... Did I catch any? No. I didn't catch any. I wasn't paying attention. I'm probably not going to pay attention if you do it again. Yeah, so that means... Go to the village again. You know what we're going to do? That one's still locked, though. The village. Go ahead here. And we got 28. Those ruins. I want to see. It would be interesting if people would like act in disdain towards you if you're in the Nazi uniform. Going through here. It's funny how the Wehrmacht bullets are in here too. The Wehrmacht. Could go against this guy again. I just want to look to make sure I'm not missing anything. Let's give this guy another try. I dodged that. I dodged that. Oh. I got a little too cocky. I almost had him, though. Let's try that again. I do want to beat this guy so we can get this done and over with. We're also at a lot more than just one. But it's okay. I didn't want to eat that. I didn't want to eat that. That is one glitch I don't like about in this game. That is that. Try this again. Okay, so he can just... Good grief, dude. Okay. Need to get off the walls. Okay. We go again. I'm hung up on the wall. I get hung up on the wall. That was a worse show than the last fight. So he does a 4-hit. Okay. I dodged that game. Again, I'm hooked up on the walls. I dodged that. Okay. Now I'm actually getting mad about this. We're gonna beat this guy, and then we're probably gonna call it. At least for today. I do need to use a bathroom like I died. No snake! There was no more snake. Let's try going. I don't like it that he can punch through your punches. Okay, like, dude. Okay, like, what do you want me to do, dude? I'm mid-dodge and he's still hitting me. I'm almost tempted to pull out a gun and just shoot the motherfucker. I can feel the power of fire. Also, it's crazy how many bandages are in there. Okay, dude, I'm on the wall. Back off the wall. Like, I don't think so. I think I just need to, like, not get stuck on the wall, because that's what gets me killed, is I'm up on the wall, and then I can't get away from the wall, and then I can't, like... Can I block? Hold on. Okay, let's left bumper, that blocks. Left bumper blocks, left bumper blocks, left bumper blocks. See, like, he just... I'm blocking! Okay. We will beat this guy. He doesn't know it, but I killed the giant snake already. So I think the secret with this guy is you need to, like, block and then hit. I'm not getting... It's still hitting me. He's still hitting me. He's still... What do you mean? How is he hitting me, dude? I'm out of his reach. So frustrating. Can't wait till I kick this smug Nazi's ass. Yeah, but I can't use a revolver here. No, I'm not going to use this stuff anyways. Dude, I am trying to dodge game. Excuse me? I might just gun this motherfucker down at this point. What do you mean? I'm actually getting tilted about this. This is ridiculous. What do you mean? It's very fitting that it's also an orc. I got a feeling that's, like, gonna fail me, though. See, like, he hits an entire bar of my health in one swing, like... And then I'm, like, in mid-block, and it's not letting it block. Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot him. F this kid. I want the victory here. Because I'm getting tilted and that's bothering me. I mean, he's about to get whatever the freaking Luger is. Oh, it won't let me shoot. See, like, I get baited. Wish I could skip this. See, like, and I also don't get, it's like, this dude, I don't understand how I'm supposed to beat him. Let's see if there's any other books I haven't done yet. Why is there souls like... I mean, it's there because of... This is all bonus content. Like, I'm holding block, and I'm just punching instead of blocking. Like... I guess, alright, you know what, we're gonna try something here, hold on. Options, video, where's field of view? Let's see, I want to try something. Yeah, the grenade got me killed, thanks. We'll put it back up if it starts making me motion sick, but I'm very curious about something. Oh yeah, that's totally helping, honestly, too. I'm blocking. Turned it into a clip. Well, can you... Alright. I think I made it so you can post links. Go ahead and give it a try. Here we go.
Nächstes Mal kannst du wenigstens so tun, als würdest du kämpfen.
But no, like, I was not getting hit by some of those punches that he was throwing out, so it definitely has something to do with field of vision. Or I'm just coping, one of the two. Okay, I am... Okay. I can still miss, though. Hey, but they'll let you share the clip. Let's go. A squared, delicate Kappa wealth. He does so much damage. It's also just really annoying too because it's like I can't understand what I'm missing in this fight. I dodged. Sticky grenade did not help. Ouch. I'm not doing dog noises right now. Oh, come on! It didn't help. It didn't help. No, not too quick. Just so dumb of a hitbox.
Yo, guys, it's me, Charlie. Hey, did that guy just turn into sand?
Yeah, what was that?
I'm so tilted. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. It's freaking Nazi.
I believe in you, Savage.
Okay. I'm glad you believe in me, but I'm just wanting to gun this motherfucker down.
Nächstes Mal kannst du wenigstens so tun, als würdest du kämpfen.
I believe in the you that believes in me.
I wish I wouldn't get stuck on the geometry in the fighting ring. He didn't swing. Are you kidding me? Why does he get punched through, huh? Trust me, brother, I've been punching this Nazi for a little too long.
Unser Flüchtling hat Blut geleckt.
Oh, I missed the second punch. Oh, come on! The other thing is, too, is, like, I don't have a tell on how close I am to kicking his ass. You know? I don't see what the tell is. This guy has such a ridiculous, like, 4-hit. Like, it's like he just hits. Am I about to look up a guide on how to beat this motherfucker? I might. Alright, so he does 4 hits. Oh, are you kidding me? I am mad. Also, I do find it funny you guys stopped counting the fails too. That had to be close. That had to be close. I just want to beat this guy so we can be done for the night. I didn't want to eat the bread. You know, I invested at AF by 16. Yeah. I want to prevail, dude. I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. I do wanna move on. Means I have to beat this guy. I disagree. I disagree. Dude, like, how does that connect? I need more view. I'm sorry. Dude, this guy has, like, stupid hitbox. This is so dumb. I'm honestly getting so tilted right now. Watch TheSavageED fail to kick the shit out of a Nazi. Oh, we broke the bandage. Here we go, this one works properly now. Also, we used our last bread. Sure, there's more. Okay, so the trick is to dodge, then hit, then back off before you can get another hit in. Okay. Oh, what do you mean? What do you mean? This motherfucker. I suffer, I build character. 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 Problem is, I'm not even gonna get anything worth it. It's just purely for pride at this point. Okay. We will beat this guy. I swear. We don't stop till he's dead. I have to be the only person that's played this game that has struggled with this Joker. There's no way. Watch this be like the cousin of the guy that gets chopped up by the airplane in Raiders. Okay, so if he lands a hit on you, you have to back off. You have to back off. This part is too, I have to use the bathroom so freaking badly.
Man gewinnt man, mal verliert man. So ist das eben.
I'm just mad because it's like that was just I couldn't do anything. Huh? I was mid-block? What? Used to be upon you, sir. Wait, why was she in here? What? Are we breaking the bunch's ass? Bongo Cortana. It's funny how it's like he says that, and it's like I've been doing nothing but trying this entire time. I feel like I can't pull a gun on this motherfucker. Okay, I got an idea. Okay. The idea didn't work. Okay. The idea kind of worked. Oh, come on. I was out of range. This is going to be like a highlight reel in somebody's montage. It's just going to cut back to this every other time. Soup Dog, I hate to break it to you, but that's not going to work right now. So if he gets a hit on you, he just combos. Okay. Oh, he got a punch out. That was close. That was so close. That was so close. Also, why is she in here? Why are you... What? Okay. Grab his dick and twist it. Remind me later, Soup Dog. I'll refund those points to you. I just really, I need to beat this guy. Like, one haymaker from this guy takes out one of my both my small health bars. Okay. I need to know what his tells are for his health gates so I know when I'm about to kick him in. This dude has more health than Voss did. Which makes sense. It does make sense that he has more health than Voss because he is an actual soldier and everything, but he gets a bloody nose. Okay. I dodged too early. Oh, I stepped right into it. I wish I could skip this. So we've seen him with a bloody nose, which means it's probably half.
Was die dich umbringt, macht dich stärker.
Okay, okay, okay. Okay, let me dodge. Okay, it didn't even let me move after that all. I still had half my stamina. I swear it's the geometry in the ring I get caught up on, and then I'm like, oh, well, no, I'm just stuck here now.
Nun, zumindest hatten wir unseren Spaß. Unser Flüchtling hat Blut geleckt.
That move right there, when he does that triple haymaker BS. Oh, I went in too soon. We were close. We were so close. See, the thing is I think I need to do more charge-up punches against them and then do, like, a bunch of light hits.
Unser Flüchtling hat Blut geleckt. Zu schnell für dich?
Okay. Didn't let me dodge. Feels bad. I dodged. What do you mean?
Nächstes Mal kannst du wenigstens so tun, als würdest du kämpfen. Unser Flüchtling hat Blut geleckt.
Bitteschön.
So after he does like a miss with his big hit, it does leave him open for a second, it seems. Okay. Okay. I was out of stamina. I ran out of stamina.
Was die dich umbringt, macht dich stärker.
I don't want to see something.
Unser Flüchtling hat Blut geleckt. Guter Schlag, was?
Okay, well, the idea kind of works, but I get stuck on the ring trying to do it. Okay, so you can't just duck his punches. Channel your inner Spartan. My inner Spartan is channeled right now. We've been doing this for so fucking long. I need to beat this guy. I need to. I need the victory. I need this.
Nun, zumindest hatten wir unseren Spaß.
Oh no, not I will survive. Now, let's try this again.
Unser Flüchtling hat Blut geleckt.
Okay. Hey, 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 hey! I'm stuck on the map!
Du hast keine Chance.
I'm stuck in the ring again. I got stuck on the ramp so many times. Oh, I have not watched Meet the Spartans. I should have. When he does the uppercut, yeah, that's if it misses. If he connects, then he just kills you. Or just, you know, let him combo me into oblivion, that's fine. Okay. Maybe I just need to stop right hooking and also use left hook. Maybe I need to, like, Muda, or, like... The range is ridiculous. Even in the... I was starting to get motion sick, that's why I turned it back to, like, 90. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking I'm gonna have to do. I'm just gonna have to spam left and right hook. Okay. Well, it almost worked. I felt a lot better after that one. Button mashing for the win. I swear this isn't a bit either. I'm actually legitimately trying. I think it's in this setting right here where it's like you realize that this game isn't like designed for this kind of fighting, you know? I disagree. Yes! 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 Get fucked! Oh, the jab prevailed!
Guter Kampf, mein Freund. Hier ist dein Geld. Das war's für heute. Gelungener Abend, würde ich sagen.
I'm gonna use the restroom. I'll be right back. We did it. Also, Lamau. You missed me kicking the shit out of a Nazi, Lamau. Point and laugh. Oh, please don't crash OBS, thank God. Let's go. Knuckle Duster Den defeated. Air horn noises here. But we did it. Alright, well, seeing how now I'm kind of in vinegar. Yeah! Milton Sheen. Nothing to say? Nothing to say? Freaking Nazi. Alright. Let's go. Use a note. Artifacts.
Interesting, yes?
Alright, I'll have this.
Whoa.
Maybe later.
And we might as well buy this one.
I'll take this.
The boar? That's... Sounds adventure books. What? There are more books we can grab? Polo. Lost Artifacts of Africa. Nice. Serpent's Chest. Got that key already. Hold on. I kind of want to go grab these last books. Find the adventure books in Giza. Go do this real quick. Wee, camel. See, the first one is with her, so I don't need to worry about that one. Oh yeah, I need food. Prickly pear. See here, the next closest one is... Let's see here. Go to the Sphinx. It is actually kind of a cool nickname. Dude, that guy was a freaking monster. By the by. So there's one over here. Up there. I want to see what book that is. I might just... Goodness, excuse me. I might just end up 100%ing this area now. I do remember. Add a boost to stamina recovery speed. Excuse me?
Color me interested.
The next two are over there. And the Nazi camp. Wild stuff. It does... It's like... I wasn't too big on it because... Well, one, I didn't really care. And two, I kind of felt it was a little cheesy. But, like, I get why people liked it. Like, there's a reason why that stuff was, like, the crazy. I also was marginally older than you guys at the time, so... I mean, yeah, no, it was 100% cheesy. I don't think anyone would argue it wasn't.
Überprüfen wir diesen. Dieser Soldat sieht verdächtig aus.
Just old man savage. No, I'm an unk, alright? It wasn't just a joke to have the Twitch character be called unk. I am an unk. Literally an uncle in real life, and age-wise. It's not that I'm, like, old. But, like, I am older. No, that was 100% what made it special. King card.
In the court of the king.
Crimson King? Pushed by the Crimson King?
I don't have time for silly matinee adventures.
Wait, can I get up into that spot to grab that? Also, how much film is Indian carrying in this game? I'm gonna chalk it up to gameplay mechanic more so than film. Because, like, I mean, realistically, he's only taking pictures of specific things. So it's like, what specific things he's taking photos of are kind of like... Hello, gentlemen. I just... Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. I'm not, like, trying to be burper about it, but... Is it in the train? Well, no, I mean, it would be just like your regular roll of film, you know? It's not like it's gonna be... Here. Positive frequencies. Means... Just gotta somehow get a couple $100 more and we can actually clear out Giza completely. I don't think it was, like, on the camera as much as it is in, like, a roll of film. And then it's, like, because he's, like, dropped off developed pictures at places, so... I think it's, like, it's a roll of developed film. And then it's... Oh, hey, the Warmach key. So it's probably just something along the lines of, like, oh, I have... Let me just develop pictures as I leave areas, because he leaves, picture. Thrown items farther and deal more damage? Oh, dude, what?
Maybe I could learn something from this.
Also... E. And Indiana Jones is going to have a freaking sweet tooth by the time this is all said and done. Alright, so the last book to buy is with her, which means I need... How much money do I have right now? I need $300 more. Don't know if I have $300 more laying around in here. I mean, probably in, like, the locked chests yet, but, like... I don't know how many more locked chests there are here in Giza. Good. There's the pictures. It would be a cool touch if they were in black and white. I'm not gonna lie, that would be kind of cool. Oh, that would also be a cool thing. I think it's also just like one of those things where it's purely gameplay why it's the way it is, you know? But no, I'm cool with them. That would be cool to have a black and white mode, but like Indiana Jones movies weren't in black and white, you know? So I get it. And there's nothing wrong with nitpicking, like we can have thoughts about the game and how we wish things were different and so on and so forth, you know? Like, one of the things I wish that was different about this game is some of the combat would be a little bit better served if it actually felt more... Uncharted is the word I want to use, but it's I know it's not technically the right word. Yeah. The game is spectacular in its own right. Like, this game is phenomenal. Hello. Like, the characters definitely feel like they belong in Indiana Jones. A lot of the the gameplay, world, all you see feels right for an Indiana Jones game. But there are a lot of things to like fairly nitpick about though in this game too. Like some of the stuff is kind of like contrived, so to speak. It's also just like no, 100%. Yeah, this game was not made with combat in mind. The combat was kind of like serviceable was the idea that they went for with it. You know, it wasn't meant to be anything too crazy, just so long as it got the job done. So that's all it needed to do. And it does that very well. Like, the whole fact that all I needed to do on that guy was just jab with the whip hand to stun him to keep him from doing his combo took me so long to realize until it was like, wait a second. I can do that at the beginning, and this is what it does in the beginning. What if I just kept hitting him like with that? Turns out, no, that was what you're supposed to do. Because that made that fight easy. Also, I don't even know if there's anything up here. I'm just coming up here. Mostly because I see that, but yeah, I don't think there's anything up here for me. No, this game's still great. Highly recommend. Would say to purchase, or at least if you have Game Pass, Xbox Game Pass, use it, play this game, call it good. Really, really fun game. So the last book we need is the one from her. I'm okay with not having that.
Einen schönen Tag.
Sure. Unless there's like money elsewhere I can pilfer. Fall up on bread now. They are slated to do a collab, but I don't know if it's going to be a collab in the proper sense of like you get Discord, Nitro, and Game Pass, or if it's going to be like you get a discount on one of the two if you have one of them. You know? I hope it's both. Yeah, like I hope they do both. That would be my honest pitch. What I'd love to see is I would love to see both. I'm going to check to make sure there's nothing up here I missed. I think we're going to go teleport to a site to... I think this dude's asleep. I do remember that I said that. Bullets. Give me bullets. So this guy's like stomping around. Dude, I am so happy I beat that freaking Nazi. It was driving me up a wall. I'm not gonna lie. We got it. We got him beat. Also, why are these two dudes just staring this way? What's out that way, friends? Not that you're friends, but you know, like... Okay, we need... You know what we could do while we're in here, too? Hold on. Let's get that artifact while we're in here. Just so let's say nothing like voyeurism between friends. I don't know if that's how I want to say that though. I've been saying like cuckoldry. Nothing like peeping at your pal. Nothing like staring with your Tom. Oh, don't I have a note about this? This is a 5-character code. Know what if you want it? Sure, go ahead and tell me it. At this point, we beat the game, so this is all like just basic. I swear, if you say like 6, 7, or 20, I'm gonna ban you. Oh. 13. I don't think that was it. Are you gonna tell me gullible's written on the ceiling now? Because it's not. I already looked. Wrong safe.
Heil Hitler.
Wie geht's?
It's. I swear there was a note we read about it. Wrong safe, he says. Found it. 4926. Caw-caw! 40926. 40926. 40926. 4096. 4 0 9 2.
That's how it's done.
Ooh.
You're from a long time ago.
We might end up now having enough for the map in Giza. Might. Yeah, this Joker's dead.
Okay.
Let's see if we got enough to buy that book off of her, and then we're gonna dip. Ah. Turn around. Stream for the rest of the night, please. I mean, I could try. Bam. See. Well, I mean, I gotta kind of sleep soon. Yeah. No, we're gonna...
Just my size.
I think what we're gonna do is we're going to buy that last... I don't know if we'll go for that last key. But we're definitely going to go get this book. The opportunity to go is get that lost key. Yeah, but I definitely want to see if I can buy this book. Cartman comes here. Beep, beep.
Hey, with the mouth. Let's make a deal.
We got enough to buy it, boys.
You got a deal?
Oh, I can give the rest of the money away now. Okay. Let's go to... Man, it's crazy when you say that because it's like I wake up for work. No workers area here. I wonder if that's the same then for the Vatican. Hold on. Hi, Gina. The snake's not in there. The snake is loose. Okay. So we got... Oh, wrong button. Ah, I put a pebble in your shoe. Go back to the Vatican. I have an idea. Because I'm not sure how much money we still have here in the Vatican. Oh, put us right here.
Hai sentito che hanno trovato un altro naufragio sul lago?
Davvero? Hanno scoperto qualcosa?
No, è bloccato.
Feet massage.
Dare una squadra a liberarlo.
Chissà cosa c'è là sotto.
Gentlemen.
Safe landing!
Aver sentito qualcosa.
Well, that failed successfully. Crossing a line, Buster. What do you call him, Buster, pal? I remember how to get out of here. TTIC. Here we go. You know how hot that has to be? Being that close to a torch like that? Also surprised it lets me carry the torch like this. Alright. Let us go to the... Complex. I want to go to the store here in the Vatican and buy the books. See if I can buy all the books, that is. Decide call Superman conservative? Depends on which definition of conservative you're referring to. Like, politically leaning, or like... conservative in the sense of, like, wanting proper small government and things like that. Because you can make an argument that, yes, Superman is insanely conservative and he doesn't like power in that regard. But he's not like political standing conservatives nowadays, if that makes sense. Yeah, he's not Republican. He's more what the people need than any particular kind of like political leaning. But like his parents were his adopted parents, I should clarify, were more than likely were more than likely conservative, like Republican conservative, like your old school proper versus like what would be it nowadays.
Yeah, this will do nice.
Oh, I guess he woke up. Ow. So you think we gotta go this way? Valerie. Yeah. Like, to be Superman isn't to be... Like... He's not like... You know, like, the idea of him being like, Vatican artifacts required available. Mysteries.
What do we have here? Maybe later. I'll have this.
You are always welcome here.
I'll take this.
Come back anytime, signore.
Got unlocked. Vatican artifacts. There's 5 more adventure books in the Vatican? There's one right here. What? Oh, it's down in there. Niv.
It was low-key poggers.
It was low-key poggers. Oh, it's in this chest. Oh, we didn't get the code for this chest. Did we? Don't we have a note on this? Traps, West Guard, Tales of the Dead, Recipe, Roman murals, ornate door, dragon statue, fixture work, boxing ring, anchored airship, chapel altar, Shanghai article, Nike statue.
These guys will confiscate anything that's not nailed down.
Apprentice, ticket stub. Statue, Vatican Seal, Tales of the Dread, St. Peter postcard, Antonio study group, just painting, Great Hall, Cobblestone. Okay, so if you had a note on this, I don't know where it is. I want to just get this code. 13 or 1136. Is that a guess, or do you think that's it? I'll give it a shot.
That's it.
Nice. Street Scrapper. Deal increased damage with one- and two-handed melee weapons. Very nice.
Maybe I could learn something from this.
Alright, cool. Thank you, Dotmint, for not actually lying this time. See, the next one is this way.
It was low-key poggers.
It was low-key poggers.
So, what do you have for me?
I have that book already. Okay. Go this way.
Come andiamo.
$15.96. That one's behind a chest. See if this one in this zone is also behind a chest. So how on earth did I miss this? Shipment report. Contents are confidential. Geo Centura de Luca. Crawler 2.
Confidential.
Are you kidding me? 6380. I'll go back for that one.
Something from this one.
The melee punches would have been so nice during that Nazi fight. I'm not even gonna lie. Back to that chest real quick. 63. Yeah. Where's the hole in the fence? 6380. Nope. Oh. Let's see. Let's try to get to the other one. There's this one over here in this tent, probably. Please don't be a captain.
Might be something I could pick up from this.
Nothing, Jost. That's awesome. Oh, that is noticeably faster. It should be 52:38. Okay, I'll go back and try that. Because there's a couple chests that are hidden in, are put in these tents. So you said 5-2. 38. 3.
Still got it.
Splinter Smash. The last hit before improvise. Ooh.
Sounds fascinating.
Hi. Thank you, sir. Yeah, not expect just to post someone's IP. Oh, it's probably like, you're going to say your IP address is this, and then the guy's like, what? I wouldn't say my IP address is this. It would be this. Yeah. Go this way. I know this store knowledge of Indiana Jones codes. Uh-huh. You're just pulling them out of the ether. Just conjuring them from your mind's eye. Well, there's a book in the fighting ring yet we didn't pick up? Hold on.
No, hai perso la ragione, Pio.
Wonder if it's the bandage one we never got.
Ci vuoi riprovare? Amico mio.
Sawbones. Bandage capacity is increased by 1. Add to books.
Molto bene, amico mio.
Looks like we got another fight. No fight.
Il nostro coraggioso sfidante torna per un'altra sconfitta. Prendi questo.
Oh, that was so much easier.
Amico mio. Ottimo lavoro. Ecco i tuoi soldi. Ci vuoi riprovare?
Alright.
Il nostro campione in carica entra nel ring. Dritta sul naso. Dacci dentro.
Are you kidding me?
Sei una forza della natura, amico mio. Ecco la tua.
Dude, we just steamrolled this in comparison.
Non c'è rimasto più nessuno che abbia il coraggio di sfidarti. Goditi la vincita. Sei semplicemente più forte. Va bene. Hai vinto tu, pivello.
So what, insect?
Farò la prossima volta.
Get you next time? No, there is no next time. Dude, that is ridiculous how fast we knocked people out. Are you kidding me?
I soldi di una vincita sono sempre i benefici.
Yep.
Intruso! È assurdo. Non può dire. Ehi, intruso! Alt! L'hai voluto tu!
Okay.
Ora ti faccio fuori!
I think that guy's gone a little mad.
Intruso!
Not all the books.
Salve, camerata. Ma perché non mi fanno entrare?
Oh, the tunnel of white.
Well, at least it fits.
Yeah, that's absolutely crazy how much easier fighting was with the melee upgrade from here. Holy. We steamrolled that fighting rate. And we got all the purchases done here, so we can actually use the donation boxes now. Actually kind of cool how they have that set up. Yes! Found the books. What do you mean books? These books? These books? Nice. All right. So here. Very nice, very nice. Themes. Only thing left to do here is the Serpent's Chest key, which we already got. The Lost Artifacts of Europe, which are in different places all over, as you can see. And we got the Field Notes, which looks like a bunch of different photo opportunities. A note to pick up. So yeah, we're almost I don't know if we're going to try to 100% this, but let's go to chapter notes. Where's the other key we needed? Chest. Giza. That is Shanghai, is where the other key is at. In Shanghai. We're falling through the portal opened by the stone. Sure. Let's see if we can't get this last key. That didn't let me jump. It's not letting me jump. Uh-oh. So how do we... back there? Oh, my phone just fell. No! Ouch! Just hit me with a freaking chair. Okay, now we can do it this time. Okay, that's cool. So we need to backtrack quite a ways. So do you think we can, like, clear a jump here? Yes, yes we can. See here, jump. Oh, I saw it.
War photography, well, not part of the plan.
Alright. That's totally fair. I'm gonna try to get the last piece here. I need. Oh. I guess it's in the water. It totally is. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it, Dotmint. You have a good night yourself. Again, we're probably just going to do this last little bit of thinking here. Then we're going to go to... let's see here. I think we're done here then, right? Suktai. Suktai. Also, I just realized. Okay, thank you, Gina, for that. Going back a couple more times, it seems.
อ้าวผู้มาเยือนเอ๋ยเข้ามาสิฉันจะดูดวงให้แค่เลือกแก้ว1 ใน 2 ใบนี้มาแล้วฉันจะบอกบางอย่างเกี่ยวกับอนาคตให้
ผมมาวันนี้แล้วกัน
เมื่อเงาสูงตระหง่านทาบทอลงมาสิ่งที่คุณรักที่สุดจะตกอยู่ในอันตราย
ขอบคุณมากครับ
ขอให้โชคดีร่ำรวยครับ เชื่อในสัญชาตญาณตัวเองเถอะครับคุณ นั่นคือจุดแข็งที่สุดของคุณแล้ว
Good to know. Just my instincts. Alright. Alright. We're gonna get to a checkpoint. We can save. I think we got one right here. So yeah, I think we're gonna call it here, guys. Me when bold spots off me because I drink my milk. Me when my bones don't break because I drink milk. But yeah, no, I think we're gonna call it there. I am very happy with this game. I know we yapped about it earlier a bunch, but I'm very happy with how well this game turned out to be. Definitely will probably shirtless man. Definitely probably will come back at some point to kind of do the rest of the stuff here. Especially like if we go through and like actually find all the relics and all the different sites to open the vault door. But with that, I'm quite happy with this game. I'm glad we got to finish it. I'm glad we managed to turn a half hour into nearly 3.5 hours, but is what it is. So yeah, we're going to call it there, gamers. I want to thank you all so very much for tuning in. You guys stopping here and watching me play is always a pleasure. Always a big fan of doing it. Yeah, I do hope you all have a good night. And I will catch you all in the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye.